7 inches too short.
You're kidding.
I mean, it's like that long, stretched completely out.
Huh.
That ain't gonna work.
How long is that in there? 3 foot on the back of the thing, what the one they give you? About
It's a little, yeah, a little bitty thing about that long. You know, a little bitty thing, Kevin, about that long. It's not very long, you know, about 3 foot or so.
Right. Depends on who's measuring it.
Take a little small.
I think I need to get out of this bedroom.
Just dive all the way to the rainbow's end. Just dive.
So we're back in Tennessee for a few weeks. We had a few things we had to take care of, so we left Florida and came back here, and we're freezing to death. But anyway, we're at my cousin's house today because he's got a 2021 Reflection travel trailer. It's a 312 BHTS. He works out of town, and they're getting ready to take their camper out for the first time. They're kind of going to be doing the full-time thing for a while. You know, they're not selling their house or anything, but they're going to be living in it. So we're here to kind of give them a few pointers, help them figure out how to get everything set up. And one major thing that we're going to be doing is attempting to install a washing machine. So I've never installed one of these. They've never installed one of these. We have no idea what we're doing, but we're going to attempt to figure it out today.
This should be fun.
Yeah, I know this isn't our typical travel video, but I mean, we're an RV channel and we're all about being real. So this is people that don't know what they're doing attempting to install a washer. Try to do this without tearing up a brand new camper that's never been used. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Have you broke it yet?
Yeah, working on it. Trying to figure out basically how specific they are when they put those drill your vent hole here stickers, or if it's just some guy that's like, yeah, that looks good. They've got the vent indicator toward the front, so it would put the dryer hose coming off at a weird angle and then wrapping around the dryer to go out again. So it's like a big zigzag. So we're trying to see if we can move it back.
What's going on, Kevin?
Hi, Gary.
You mind being on camera?
I do.
You do?
Man, get some prison.
It's a joke.
I thought I knew everything about you, Kevin. I guess not.
This thing goes off right in here, but I don't know if it picks up a metal stud. Just past the sticker right there. It don't do anything over here.
So the issue is, if you measure back about where that said little mark they put on the wall there, where that little black dot is above the hole, that's about where the R is on the Reflection logo. You want to be also careful to not drill through your logo.
Yeah, you don't want to get into that.
So if you go actually about 6 inches down and 16 back would be perfect. I just don't know if there's anything there. And I'm kind of hesitant to actually drill where they say to. When I pulled that shelf out, it's almost like there's a stud like right there. Another thing that kind of concerned me, your shelf is supposed to support up to 280 pounds, even though the unit only weighs 120. I mean, if you look under there and see how they've got it supported, and then you actually feel the material, and you feel this washer and dryer, you're going to be like, I don't know about that. And by the time you put clothes in it and load it with water and it gets to moving and shaking, I'm not an engineer, but I don't know if 280 pounds can sit on that shelf safely. If you look back in there, the only supporting beam is in the back.
You got one up front here too. So like this board is sitting on like a 1x.
You would imagine Grand Design would probably have designed this because it's intended for a washer and dryer to support whatever's out there.
They also say the roof is only capable of holding 250 pounds. I can attest to the fact that that's not the case. I've seen some pretty hefty fellows up on those on these roofs.
Well, I mean,
a couple of them. So I mean, that's more of a CYA rating than anything.
Yeah. So we've never actually camped in this camper. It's actually never been anywhere other than right here. So why not just drill a hole in it, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that. Can you see that line right there, Gary? In the fiberglass.
That's one of your studs. That's a good indication on these. You can usually look down the side and kind of see that little bit of a ripple.
Yep. So right here's your stud, right? So you can measure from your window over. Looks like about 24 inches or so.
Yeah, you can kind of see it right there.
Yeah. So you said around 24. Inside trim to that is 27. Measure twice, cut once, right?
That's right. I've tried it the other way. It never works out.
Yep.
That's adorable. Is it a washer and dryer?
Yep, it's a combo unit.
Okay.
Where they've got it marked is your outlets, like right here. The outlet on this unit is way over here. And so you only have a couple inches to play with. So you'd have to bring it out over and then that and then again. So you'd have like a big Z shape. So we're trying to get it to where it's more straight out. The vent kit for this thing doesn't come with anything like that. It actually comes with a, well, I'll show you out in the camper, but it's just a hose, and it's got the outside bracket with the flap and then a cover, and that's it. And not to mention, the thing is heavy. I mean, it's,
yeah, I heard Tiff got it out of the van by herself.
I mean, grab a hold of it. It's not light.
Oh man, it's got some girth to it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is you got to get that up about this high, and then back,
and then connect everything.
Without any leverage or anything like that. So it's going to be.
We had to get one of the kids to climb up in there. Yeah, now I see why people spend so much money to have the dealership do it for them. But we're not all about that.
Well,
we're all about saving a buck.
Rumor has it it's about $165 an hour for labor, and it's about a 6-hour job. So you do the math. That's about what it would take for you to have someone do it for you.
Yeah.
Nothing there. You get a couple of test holes.
Feel pretty confident about that location?
Nope.
Okay, that's good to know.
I don't feel confident about any of this.
So what you're going to do is drill from the inside out. You're going to drill from the inside out with the small bit, and then go from the outside in with the bigger one. That way you're not blowing out the side of the camper.
Yeah. Plus, if it's like bad, I've got a tiny hole to patch versus a really big one.
This is what they call the pucker factor.
All right.
If you farted right now, you'd whistle, wouldn't you? Scare the dogs off.
Not hitting anything solid.
Yes.
Huh?
Drill it.
I did.
You didn't see anything?
Is that not through?
Yeah, I just messing with you.
Sorry, you can't put that on YouTube, I guess.
Haven't you seen our channel? You know how many times I've had to bleep stuff? So now you get to drill the big one from the outside. Oh boy. So I'll tell you, I have drilled a few holes in this wall material, and it tends to explode.
He can come back in here and drill his hole from interior out.
Yeah, definitely. I would go from the outside in, and when that gets cut out, go from the inside out again.
Just score it up.
Yeah, because if you keep going, it's gonna, that whole wall's
Cut the
gonna.
metal outside and then come in here and finish it.
Yeah, exactly. Kevin's a contractor, way more qualified to be doing this than me and him are. So his suggestion is drill from the inside out, just to make sure that we don't hit a stud. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this piece of trim right here was already disconnected whenever my steel-toed boot hit it. That's why it just flew off so easy. No way that could have been my fault. So I'm just gonna put this in here and hopefully nobody notices.
I don't think there's nothing there. It cut pretty smooth, didn't it? No metal shaving, so I guess he's good to go and just bring it all the way through now.
That's why it's good to have smart people around. Because I was thinking drill from the outside in, that way you don't blow the wall out, but if you go from the inside out and you run into something, it's a lot easier to cover that up. The outside wall is made of fiberglass, so to keep it from splintering, we added a little bit of blue painter's tape before we drilled.
You want to drill it, Brian?
Nah, go ahead. I'm already sick. No turning back now.
It's done. You can see your closet through
I
that.
think that's in the bathroom.
Oh, there's the refrigerator.
There's a hole in it.
Oh, I shouldn't have stood downwind from that.
Yeah, so as you can see, make sure you put your dryer here.
Or wherever, you know. It's just a recommendation. Yeah, just wherever you want to put it, it's fine.
Now that that's over, a little bit of a sigh of relief, you know, so
Right.
that's always the hard part.
We don't need to sigh too hard because we're going to need to save our oxygen.
Yeah, it's
Getting
heavy.
that big son of a bitch in here is going to be a pain. See, I'm going to have to hit it myself now. No, I feel like there's going to be plenty of bleeping that's going to happen when we go to pick that up.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee. I really like this floor plan. This is one that we considered. We thought about doing a travel trailer first, and this is one that we really strongly considered. A lot of you guys probably watched Keep Your Daydream. They had Grand Ginger. It was their second travel trailer. It's the exact same model. Theirs was a couple years older. This is a 2021, but same floor plan. It's really one that got us turned on to Grand Design to begin with. This one's really similar to ours on the inside. Like the kitchen layout, all that's pretty much identical, except they've got a much bigger fridge than we do. I'm a little bit jealous of that. Oh man, that'd be so nice. That's one of my only complaints about the 31MB is the tiny little refrigerator. If we had this, like the double fridge and then the coffee bar, I guess, all this in ours, that'd be perfect. I'd love to get rid of that barn door and put this in ours, but the rest of the kitchen is basically the same thing as what we have. It's got double recliners there, dinette here. Then you got another little buffet, little bar over here. Then you got the bunk room where Trish is getting baby fever, rocking somebody's child right now. But yeah, if we were going to go for a travel trailer, I love the floor plan on this one. I think they made an excellent choice with it. So out of curiosity, what are you going to do about closet space? I know that you guys aren't, doing like we are, but you're going to be in it for a few months. So
I mean,
you feel like you got enough storage with all these?
Not really sure, to be honest, because I mean, like I said, this is our first rigs, our first shot going at it, but we knew that we wanted washer and dryer, and so
that's more important than you can find a place for the clothes.
Yeah,
you just want to be able to wash them.
Kids and stuff, and I go through socks pretty fast, so I'm hoping I can throw those in there and get them washed up. But
you got like a foot sweat problem or something?
Yeah, sweaty feet.
You change them like 3 times a day?
Not 3 times, but I do have to take the socks off when I get home. But I mean, you got these little small wardrobes on the side, so if you need to hang stuff, you got stuff up here.
Moving straps, genius.
Put it under there. Put these across your forearms, and then you use your forearms as straight up. Huh. Safety guy. Ergonomics.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, his job is literally keeping people safe on a job site, so if anybody's going to know how to safely get this thing in here, I mean, does it get any better? We got a safety guy and we got a contractor. We still have no idea what we're doing, but at least we're going to do it safely and efficiently.
I'm technically not supposed to be working. I'm supposed to be observing people working. So I'm actually breaking the cardinal rules, so any safety guys out there, don't do this at home.
You
stand up.
Oh, man. That's it. Wow. Am I gonna mind?
Just keep it wet when you're good.
Well, keeping it level is going to be the hard part.
Yeah, good. Keep Gary.
Oh, Lord.
Always Gary stays level.
And the thing is, you water before.
What do you do when your hind end's against the wall?
Alright, I need to go in first.
Okay. I wore my steel toes. Just to be safe.
Watch his bolts. You probably set it on the edge of that bed cabinet. And take your bolts out and put this on.
Ease down.
Set it in
Take
there.
the weight. You got it?
Yep.
Okay. So, in hindsight, probably be a good idea to do this before you get it up in this orientation, but straight back. And as soon as we clear this lip, we'll set it down. You can go straight down right there if you can.
And we'll put your screw head up top just in case you need to climb up over it and get to it. We decided to go ahead and connect what we could before we put the washer in place. Brandon labeled the hot and cold hoses and connected them to the water supply. Those suckers were long enough to reach all the way to the door, so that part was easy. We got it as close as we could so we could drop the drain tube in place. Then the fun part started.
This door hinge over here. You gotta go up about 4 inches.
Flip.
Right there, you're on. Okay.
Got it.
I'm good to put a load in. Alright, so
There's a lot less profanity than I thought there'd be.
the fun part is, still got to get behind it and get the dryer hose over here.
Was there a better way to do that?
I'm sure.
How could we have hooked it up before we stuck it in there?
Either way, it's going to crumple everything up.
Yeah.
So I got to get back there and orient those to where they're not kinked. And then the dryer hose as well, because those hoses are so long. 7 inches too short.
So what? So what? 7
Dryer
inches too
hose
short.
will not reach.
You're kidding? It's only going like a foot.
Won't go. I mean, it's like that long, stretched completely out.
Huh.
That ain't gonna work. I got those elbows and stuff I need to take back anyway, so we can run them back and get a longer hose.
What if you took the? That's the one that came with the washer and dryer, right?
No, I bought that.
Oh, you bought that?
Yeah, because it had the threads on it.
Yeah.
And the back of the unit had those threads, so I thought
think it
maybe
might
it
just
would.
screw in there?
Yeah, it didn't.
How long is that one there? 3 foot on the back of the thing. What the one they give you? It's about.
It's a
3
little,
foot
yeah, a little bitty thing about that long. You know, a little old bitty thing, Kevin, about that long. It's not very long, you know, about 3 foot or so.
Right. Depends on who's measuring it.
Take a little small.
I think I need to get out of this bedroom.
So we're going to Lowe's?
We're going to Lowe's.
Let's go to Lowe's. My favorite place. Okay, so those water lines come straight out, and what we're running into is we're not gonna have enough clearance for this thing to go back and clear those water lines and also clear the dryer hose. There's plenty of room behind it once it goes in, so we're gonna take the 90 degree bends, the elbows, and put those here so the lines go straight up, and then put them the other way on the back. You know what I mean? It'll give us more clearance on this side. And we got smart and figured we can just sit it right here with the mattress instead of trying to balance it on the edge of that. Now let's just go 1, 2, 3, go.
Right there. Now, watch your finger.
Yep, I got it.
It's unplugged.
Yeah, so they don't give you much to work with, so we went and got an 8-footer. This is what I was talking about with the water hoses. See, we got them going straight out right now, and it was obviously that's not going to clear that washer without bending them. So we'll take these and put on this side, so that way it'll go straight up the wall.
You know what?
What? They can't.
Are those interchangeable? Because,
Yeah,
I mean, look
can't
how
imagine
loose that is.
I mean, it won't go in there if you have to flip it around the other way. It's the same thing, it's just this is metal and that's plastic. Wait. Don't tell me. Is that 2 different threads?
Kind of looks like it, yeah.
Well, I thought we had a good idea, but these look like different threads. I don't know if you can see that. I doubt it. See them side by side? The metal one looks like more of a coarse thread than this one. So I think it's different threads. So we may have to put this end in the wall and this in the back of the washer.
One of 2 things just happened.
Okay.
I either broke it,
Yeah.
or they're not solid, so you can bend them. See this? Watch. Twist, twist, twist. So you got a little movement here.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking you can just pushes it out of the
Turn them
way.
at a 45. So they're
Maybe
not
okay.
So they're not connected.
Not
They're not
solid.
like solidly mounted in there.
No.
So we swapped those lines around, and the whole time those things actually would have just moved right out of the way. Right. Now you know. So
I didn't go to school for engineering.
you want me to get over there and get that?
Of course.
I'm sorry.
Right there. Right.
That's my arm.
Okay. Got something in the way.
Yeah.
Okay, you got the drill?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Well, problem number 2, when your clamp strips and it's not tightening up around the outlet, so it gets a hole in it.
Brandon got a boo-boo. We have our first injury.
Didn't have cut resistant gloves on. Look at that.
Oh, look at you.
See that? OSHA violation.
It's terrible. Safety guy over here.
Well, OSHA doesn't cover residential, so
Hey, where's your iPro?
I don't need it because there's no flying objects.
Yet.
And I'm
Until you start throwing stuff. Yeah, you'd think drilling a giant hole would be the hard part. No, the hard part's sitting here watching him suffer.
Now, to be honest, it would probably be best if the door opened this way because
Yeah.
you're doing this. And I don't think that this one is reversible.
They're all reversible. I've never seen one that isn't.
Well, you have now. because you've
No,
got to
man.
have
Oh.
2 bolts here, no bolts here. So there's another door like this one that's going to go on here, and I think that's about as far as it goes back. So you're going to have a door here and this. So
And then,
literally like,
and then when the bed's down, you're gonna have,
what is that?
what's that? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't worry
You'll
about it.
have to watch the video on this.
Anyway,
Well,
Hi. Oh, hi.
Is it done?
All right.
I want to know.
$165 an hour don't sound too bad.
What'd you do right here? Random age?
he'll stain it back for you. It was an accident.
Done,
That was Gary Mead.
done broke it?
What? I haven't broken anything.
It's the highway therapy guy.
I haven't.
What do you
Hey,
do? For some reason, I believe that was you.
There's also something under there that someone can't tell me where it came
there
from.
was already like, there's nothing under there.
What's under there?
Nothing. There's absolutely nothing under there. All right, I missed the bracket install here. What we got?
This end goes over top of the leg.
Uh-huh.
Same over here, which turns back this way, keeps it from, it can't shift out either way.
Kevin, I think it's crooked. You got like an 1/8 inch farther out here than you did over there.
Now, we can take the whole thing out and start again. He's doing the best he can.
Minute meat?
See that?
Did you see that?
See that? He just bashed that shelf into the wall, and he's over here trying to blame that little nick on me.
If that little scratch is all we got out of this,
We still have
I'll
to
take it.
That's all we got. Nothing else happened in that little scratch. Isn't that right, Kevin?
There's a hole in my camper.
Grand Design has really good customer service.
So who are you calling?
So if there happen to be trim parts that are broken or missing, we could probably get them
Where
replaced.
did you break my trim? Yeah, it's fine. I don't really
Well,
need it.
Oh,
Okay, that's a good thing,
the
buddy.
shelf
you
would have been
damage
awesome.
wait, are you sure? Can you put it in from the side? Is there enough room for, if you
If
take
you
out
had
the
the
bar?
rod out, you possibility of getting it to turn, but I doubt it. What do you think?
No.
Jack? No clearance at the top.
Maybe.
Wouldn't go. So you'd have to put it in first and like sit it on top of the rod. And then do your
And
stuff and then drop
Take
it
the
down.
take the rod out.
Because it's not doing it here.
You would have to move the brackets first. Set your bracket height.
Maybe.
Take this out. Put this in, and then drop your shelf down.
If you want to leave the shelf, you got to put the shelf in before this goes in because you can't get in there afterwards.
And then good luck trying to get back there with the shelving.
So there you have it. There is a Splendide
2100XC.
a Splendide 2100 XC washer and dryer combo unit, not so professionally installed in a 2021 Grand Design Reflection 312 BHTS travel trailer. It took us about what, 4 hours?
Not counting the trips to Lowe's.
Yeah, it's fairly simple. The drilling the hole in the wall is the easiest part of the whole process.
Well, that's the most stressful part.
It's the most stressful part, but it
definitely
was,
the easiest.
was definitely the easiest. So just a disclaimer, we did have a professional contractor on hand. Well, he did most of it, I guess, to be quite honest.
Really
We also had a safety guy. So,
that got his hand cut. 'Cause
Yeah.
He didn't wear cut-resistant gloves.
right. And then you got me. I live in an RV full time, so I'm not sure how much I contributed to this other than I didn't really.
Well, who else is going to video this and lessons learned?
There you go. My job was to make sure that you all don't make the same mistakes that we did. So there you go. If you found this useful and you want to subscribe to our channel, go ahead. I can't make any promises we're going to put out any more useful information, but hey, it's worth a shot. So we're better at the travel stuff anyway, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button and we'll try to bring you something interesting next week, at least. Have a good one.